Okay, gentlemen, it's your last chance to back out before becoming infamous on YouTube as not knowing what you're talking about. So, death of a mosquito in 3, 2, 1.
That's one of the things that I always talk about. Like, so you're thinking about starting an airsoft team. Start with people that you want to be on a team with. Pick the right people for your team. You can worry about the patch and the uniform and your standard weapon and all that other nonsense.
Before the horse, man.
Yeah. And it's like,
All right.
have the people you want to play with.
So when do you start a team? So, like you said, you have a collection of like-minded people that come together. Sometimes people don't always have that luxury, and they try and force the issue. They try and make it happen.
Well,
bribe people or make it just look so attractive that everyone jumps on
Paying
board.
people to be on a team.
I've seen it.
I've seen it twice. 2 different teams.
And eventually, though, I mean, those will all fail because they
you're
might
right,
not
they do.
have the same aligned goals, and that's exactly.
So you're saying the
that's
boy
most
band model
important
doesn't
thing.
work for Airsoft?
No, and you can't just make a.
You can't just assemble your rock star cast.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't make an all-star team and expect them to stay together because they all want to get paid. They all want to be the big guy. They all want to.
Egos bursting at the seams.
That team camaraderie doesn't stay around when everyone wants to be the rock star. Everyone wants to be the operator. It's all about that unified goal and having
No one wants to be the medic.
the ability to work together. No one does want to be the medic.
Oh, come on, look at Bon Jovi and Journey. And keep the name, keep assembling a great band. Let's go.
Look, because you actually started your team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very much the Johnny-come-lately on mine. And you're not. But in a different perspective, you see a lot more teams being a game host than we do.
Yeah.
I was at your Hunt for Bin Laden game, which was really good. I was kind of actually annoyed I didn't wind up playing.
Yeah.
By the time I got out there, I was like, why aren't I playing in this? Ross did a great job on it. And there were, how many people did you have there? 81 or something?
With staff.
No, that was the players.
Players. There was 70 something.
70 something? Okay. So out of 70 something players, I realized that there was 65 of them that I didn't know who they were. There's a pile of people.
New guys, yeah.
Well, I mean, a bunch of new guys, and I'm sure a bunch of those new guys are on new
A lot of
teams
guys
and stuff.
up north,
Yeah. Yeah, which is cool, but I mean, there's just all these other people there that I had no idea were in the community, and they've probably got teams that are doing stuff together, being teamy. And, so you see a different part of the whole team dynamic than some of us
I
do.
get a really nice third-person perspective on, watching people, and, I even encourage people, like, hey, you should go over there, and, just to help them along to, make the game go smoother, but, also to help up their game as well. Because I think a lot of times the guys just, they're on the fog of war, basically. They're focused here, and then they're focused here. Like, no, guys, come on. I'm standing behind them and encouraging them. Not trying to be a dick about it, but, it's like, work as a team, guys.
Stop playing whack-a-mole and start playing.
Well, yeah, they're playing
Cover
whack.
that guy there, you move it there, and then go. And, a lot of guys start doing that. And, some teams aren't as organized as others.
Sure.
Some
What
are,
they make
young guys are just in high school.
They lack an organization. They make up in spirit or commitment. I've seen.
Just energy level.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's an all-around smorgasbord of different type of players and experience levels out there, from what I've seen.
To interject a little bit.
You mean more than you already have?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We brought him here to talk.
To tie,
Featured guest, really.
Yeah. To tie the team into our sport a little bit, I think that a team is a group of guys that want to complete objectives. And I think people that are more into kills are more of an individual sportsman than they are looking for that team. And, if you're looking to get objectives, maybe you should be looking for a team versus... because you're going to complete a lot more.
Or contributing to a victory for the whole side and not just going home with notches on your rifle.
Right.
Also,
my KD was 20-5, man.
I look at as a team, too, as how they are off the field as well.
Yeah.
How did they, say the high school age, how they, they hanging out at school.
How do they treat each other, for one?
Yeah, they treat each other, with respect. Are they, are they hanging out going to cigar bars and drinking? Are you guys, how are you off the field? Basically, just, I think, hanging out. Other wives are hanging out with other wives. It's like, the whole like Navy SEAL type of thing.
Don't recommend it. It's dangerous.
With the wives of wives.
Yeah, because like their conviction builds on each other. Like, this is so stupid. Like, we should just no, we're gonna pick it. No,
Lauren Johnson.
they're going to this op together. We're not cooking for a month.
What?
You-
How my husband doesn't.
Because you tell your buddy how much you paid for that night vision, and then that buddy tells his wife, and that wife tells your wife, and then you get back home, and it's like,
You're not getting one. What? What do you even talk about?
This is why.
So, on off. the
That's a
field,
long bleep.
I think. Yeah. I think
what did he say? That was so bad.
how you conduct yourself on off the field
Yeah.
as a team is I
Yeah.
think, very important.
But that's part of picking the right people. Pick
Yeah.
friends. Pick people you like playing with, or like hanging out with, or doing something like this, or going to barbecues.
People
or
you
whatever.
actually like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
can tolerate.
I mean, Frank's team is really good at sharpening tools, but they're still tools.
Which is kind of a misnomer because a tool is useful.
It is.
Hey, sometimes
So you're
you gotta stay in
redefining the
shed.
perception of the tool, but
If you
yeah,
stay
you're really
in
good
the
at sharpening
shed
them.
Too long, it's SKGQ. There's too much GQ, not enough SK.
Right. Wow. Went there.
Oh yeah, we went there.
So inevitably you have, the birth, the life, and then the death. So when's a good time to leave a team?
I guess it depends on where your position in the team is, doesn't it? Kind of.
I think that it's a good time to leave a
Or
team.
why is a good time to leave a team?
Yeah,
When and why?
yeah.
When when is a good time to leave a team? From the person that's been on more teams than everybody else
Combined.
combined.
So you're asking me?
Well, I mean,
You wear them. You couldn't even fit all the patches on your beard. I don't think, man.
I know you're the host and all, but yeah, as far as the top is concerned, you do have the most breadth of experience in this.
Oh boy, I'm on the spotlight. My reasons for leaving teams were, number one, complacency. I see never becoming complacent. Obviously, if I want more, I would try and stick with it as long as I could until it was just unbearable. I also think, in talking with several friends, is why I haven't thrown in the towel or given up, because I don't let it become such a burden that I want to give up. I love the sport more than, or the game more than my desire to need a team or friends. Another reason is like I'll get in, I'll try it, it won't fit. And another one, something can be said for rats. If the ship's going down, there's no reason to go down with it.
Right.
That's also been the case in a couple instances. But for me, those have been my personal reasons. I'm always trying to, in the words of Travis Haley, reach for that next rung on the ladder of excellence. And it's not that I try and put myself above everybody else. It's like I want to make that climb and rise with people, but I won't stifle myself or hold back at my own detriment.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Because I'm trying to look forward to see what it is that's going to make me leave my team.
Yeah. But yeah, I think, I see so many people that are in and out. They'll give up teams, they'll throw in the towel, sell all their stuff. And I really think that's why I have a basement of stuff, because I haven't had those various points in time where I've given it up. It's getting kind of scary. The pile of boonie caps is getting kind of... But that's mine, so.
And then didn't you just have a significant resource action in your team?
Yeah, I think the ultimate death of a team actually comes from barriers, and whether that's a mental barrier, a commitment barrier, or just any internal barriers. That is why a team dies, is because it's not able to go. It's not able to realign its goals. It's not able to grow. And I think that if you reach those barriers and you're getting unhappy, you need to, like Josh says, go to the next rung. And whether that's go and be on your own for a little while and kind of figure out what you want, where do you want to grow, or whether that's really reaching and grabbing onto the next rung and moving forward with a different team with a higher commitment level, with more aligned goals that doesn't have those barriers.
So what are you doing?
Do what?
So what are you doing? Are you going to another team? Are you starting something new?
I think
Because I'm willing to pick under your discomfort for ratings.
I think in my personal situation, you have to realign those goals, and it starts with me. So there's definitely got to be a period, but I play for camaraderie. I play to be out at operations with you, with Joshua. It's not. I don't play to be by myself. Ross, we'll get to an out, I promise. We can hold hands. We can breach.
We can breach together.
But
You can go first.
Battle buddies.
it's a social sport. It's a social sport, and everyone
I like to
wants
think
to
it's a
have
social sport.
someone to hang out with. And so I think that even though a lot of people like to walk alone, you can't do it for a very long time. Eventually, you're going to have another guy come and kind of be your battle buddy, and then that'll grow because then you'll have a fire team, a squad.
Two other reasons why that came to mind. I haven't suffered from them myself, but I've seen it a lot. Are double standards.
Yeah.
I see double standards and commitment. The lifeblood of the team is the captain, and the captain has to be as committed, if not more so, than
More
everyone
so,
else, because
actually.
they're the ones that inspire everyone underneath them. And if
yeah,
they
that's-
level out and become complacent, then the team stalemates and dies.
Crap.
Right.
As far as the double standards, I've seen so many of the higher echelon of teams. They'll get to that nice little cozy spot at the top, and then they won't keep up with team standards, the physicality, the etiquette, all of that. But they will enforce it with,
Ruthless efficiency.
ruthless efficiency amongst everybody else. And it's
Right.
like, okay, you want me to do, X amount of push-ups or show up this amount of times when you don't or can't do it yourself. How is that fair?
Right.
And
I'll
in the
actually jump into
military,
that for
it's
just a
different.
second. Yeah,
But this is
'cause
a
if I can do
voluntary.
all that stuff, what do I need you for?
Yeah. Yeah. And I have more respect for the team captains that pass the mantle or step back than the ones that hold on to it just because it gives them some mantle of power.
Right.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like the one of the previous team captains for my team. Yeah.
And I've seen it a couple times. And honestly, those teams are and could have still been going on just because of that, that show.
I haven't been on enough teams.
You haven't been on?
but-
Oh, come on.
I know.
But you have this
I mean,
outside perspective. You have, you can assume.
I can assume. Well, I mean, it's educating to me, sitting here. But for me was what our team, paintball team, kind of split up was this life situation.
Yoko?
I mean,
Yoke.
Before your time.
oh,
Oh, well.
His age is showing.
The Beatles.
oh.
Yeah.
Yoko
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, tomorrow's the
up the
20th anniversary of Nirvana, so one of their albums. That shows my age. I'm just kidding. But,
Teams.
yeah.
Teams.
And so our team, just basically just life situations come up, and family and divorces. Or
I've always said that family and anything else doesn't mix.
So that's from what I've experienced. It's from our last breakup. That's it's just everyone with their own ways. I mean, we still all talk, and we hang out periodically and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's
That would be
Died out.
a barrier of commitment.
yeah. It's,
What
Yeah.
Josh was talking about was a barrier of personnel. It all comes back to the same fact that if you're not able to
Or willing.
or willing to grow as a team or change as a team, those barriers will eventually be your downfall as a whole.
and Nam was the only one who was willing. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's how I stepped into airsoft. So it's like,
You wanted to keep going when,
and
when everyone else
paintball for
left
me
you.
just kind of got to the point where it was like it's the same thing over and over and over again. And I was like, I gotta step it up, and then everyone starts splitting from paintball, and I'm like, ooh, what's this airsoft? This is awesome. And then
are cooler.
I know.
And I'm going to jump on that. That's actually
So,
my next
yeah.
topic.
And,
Wait till you discover real steel.
Yeah, wait till you.
Just slice a hole in the bottom of your wallet right now.
Stop throwing plastic, Ross. It's time to throw some brass.
There's some what?
I got some brass, but I don't know.